Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and I just got back from Texas and wanted to let y'all know about the decision we made for our septic, which one we went with and why we went with what we went with. That's really the most important part, and maybe a couple other little details here and there. All right, be right back. First, I want to start off with a little, I guess, we'll call it housekeeping, just for fun. Dale, Jehu, Ed Doe Tech Guy. Really glad I got to catch y'all's live stream last night. If you don't know who those guys are, you really got to check them out. Got a lot of great information, really fun guys. If you like watching live, and yeah, just have great discussions and a lot of fun. But they gave me a lot of good compliments that I really appreciate, so thanks for that, guys. And they were wanting to know, one of the questions they asked on there was what I decided to go with. So I'm going to go over what we decided to go with and why that was. So over here you can see a big hole. And I'm going to turn the camera around, try and get some views of stuff. So yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so first, one of the things I got lucky about is we did hire this out for somebody to come out and do our septic system. My plan was to do this with a little towable trencher, and there's no way that would have worked with some of the stuff I've seen that they're pulling out of here. You can see this rock. I mean, these are, yeah, those are big slabs of rock. Like, I don't know, 4 feet by 3 feet, probably about 6-7 inches thick. Some big stuff. So that little trencher I had would not have worked. It needed a big excavator, which the guys we hired did have. You can see the septic tank's already there. The build site's over here. And we decided to go with the lagoon that's going way down there. Because of the elevation of our land, we are able to pretty much put it almost anywhere we want. And we have 7 acres here, so we can easily put it out of sight. And on the other side of these trees, it actually dips back in some. So we're going to put it down there and put a fence around it and never see it again. But one of the things I wanted to go over real quick was why we went with the lagoon versus the traditional septic system. The price was going to be the same for the system and the install itself, but with the traditional system, because of our more shallow topsoil, by shallow I mean 18 inches, it's not that shallow, but it was going to be anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 worth of dirt getting hauled in. So there was a significant price difference, anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. This one we're looking around $8,000 to $9,000. Once it's all said and done, I think that includes permit and everything. I think the permit's $250. So the other big benefit, say there wasn't that big of a price difference, and I still had to make that choice. The other significant difference was where they're going to have to add the dirt on top. At minimum for a year, I would not be able to drive over the system. So that would very much limit my access to where I could go with my tractor, my truck. Garden tractor would be fine, you know, a little riding lawnmower. But like I said, it'd really hinder where I could go with that. That's even with the little cavity filled ones instead of just the regular pipes. You know, everything was going to be a hassle. So with the lagoon, we have our septic system, our septic tank here, and there'll be a pipe running out to the lagoon, and that's it. And that pipe will be able to be ran over. We can bury it as deep as we want. So it just makes a lot more sense with what I'm wanting to do with the property, just to throw a lagoon down there out of the way and leave it. And if something happens in the future, which I've been told by the health department guy that came out and, you know, looked at it for the perk test, you know, he says lagoons don't fail. The guy that put this in said, you know, he's never had one fail. So the only problem he's ever had with one is the guy never used it. Like they weren't at the house that much, so it didn't have enough water to block the smell from the septic tank. So basically it dried out. So we're not gonna have that problem here. But yeah, there was just a lot more benefits with going with the lagoon on top of the price. So once you factor all that in, but you know, at the end of the day, you do have a poo pond on your property, it is what it is. So, but that's it. And then I got to get that thing marked off, because hopefully this week or this weekend coming up, we're gonna cut our lines for the concrete and start, let's say, moving in. I'm gonna start moving stuff in, and now the concrete's done, got to start doing some electrical work in there. So I gotta get a panel and start all my electrical. So that's coming up soon. Start to get back, pull my tools out, use my tools. And then today I am running, we got our water meter put in. So I'm gonna get the trencher out and finally get to use the trencher some for some real use, and trench a line from the water meter up to the house site. So kind of excited about that and see how that goes. And that's it for now. Yeah, excited to be back from my trip to Texas, and excited to get working on this stuff, and especially to get in my garage. Oh, it's gonna be a nice workspace. But that's it for now, so stay tuned. I know I've been doing a lot of vlogging lately, but when you're in this kind of transition, you gotta figure something out. And we got a lot of tool stuff coming up, and looks like a lot of DIY and figuring it out stuff coming up. So have a good one. Talk to you later.